worth falling for. Oh, and with open arms I'll carry yours.
So I'm at my local Goodwill. I haven't been here in a few weeks, and I can already tell it's different. They set it up different. Like all these hats, they were not here before. I'm assuming they were in the clothing area, but everything seems in a different place, a little bit more organized and in categories and stuff. But yeah, I haven't been here in a while. I haven't actually been going to Goodwills that much, because I've been every week doing my whatnot sales, and those have worked out really well. I've been doing really well on it, and I'm trying to find my niche in it and build a following, because you gotta get followers, because every time you post that you're gonna do a whatnot sale, then everybody that follows you gets a notification. Supposedly they get one. I do end up getting this compote. I had not seen that before, so I wanted to give it a shot and look it up, and I haven't looked it up yet, but I will, and it was a really pretty color. And then I also did get this white art glass vase. There is a sticker on the bottom of it, but I cannot read it. It's like right there in the corner, and I haven't been able to read it. But I also need to look it up. Maybe I can, once I Google it or something, I can figure out what it is. I didn't take that. It's depression glass, and depression glass lately doesn't do that well. I have sold depression glass, but it doesn't really do that well unless it's like a certain color or it glows. Pink depression glass does better, and that was like a peachy color, but I just decided not to. I'm trying not to get huge, items anymore. I'm trying to stay within like an 8-inch height or something, because shipping is always complicated and more expensive, and people don't want to pay the amount of shipping, so especially in these times. I do pick up some clear glass if it's heavy and has some weight to it, or has a signature on it, but that did not have a signature. And anyway, I'm looking in the vases section. It's one of my go-to places when I go into Goodwills or thrift stores or antique malls. I've been having not a lot of time to go, because my stuff that I sell is at my brother's house in Sugar Grove, which is 30 minutes from my house, because the garage that I was renting I had to let go of, because the woman did not like me being in there, to do shows or anything with using electricity, which we did agree on that I would be doing that, but it changed and I just couldn't deal with that. And plus winter was going to come and I wouldn't be able to be in there in the winter. So I moved it to my brother. He has a big basement that they're letting me do a studio out of until me and my husband can find a house. We will start looking for our house in November when the bank says we are good to go to do that. So once I have my own house, I will be able to have a full-blown YouTube whatnot studio, and I'm going to deck it out, and it's going to be fantastic. But I'm in the holiday section. Their holiday section at this Goodwill is really small. It's always one rack, one cart thing of Thanksgiving, then Christmas, then Easter. And I haven't started picking up Christmas stuff yet. I do it closer to the time because I have to store that stuff, and it's just easier to do it closer. And I realize people do Christmas and July sales and all that, but July's already passed, and then I'm beyond that now. I'm heavily focused on whatnot and these auctions that I've been doing, because they're a lot of fun, and I've been doing really well in them. And this is the candle holder section. I always just glance to see if there's any glassy babies. The odds, that I'll ever run into a glassy baby at our Goodwill are pretty low. Glassy Baby, originated in the West, like I think in the Oregon area, and it's rare to find them on this side of the country or in the middle of the country, but people do find them, so I do check, and it's one of my bucket list items to find a Glassy Baby. I do have a bucket list of certain makers of glass that I like to find. I sell them, but it's cool to find it. And then there's one thing checked off. And when I do get my house, I will be doing a collection of my own that I will keep. But for now, it's just to sell on auctions and eBay, Facebook, and Mercari, because those are all my platforms. I have not yet been able to figure out Etsy. I wouldn't mind selling on it. It's just that I can't seem to figure out the shipping when I list items that they want me to put in the weight. But it seems it's all complicated. It's not easy like the other platforms, and so I just haven't really ventured in there. And because I already have 4 platforms, it's a lot to manage. I still work a full-time job, and then I have 2 kids, and I have a husband, and I have a family that I do a lot for, and it's just too much for me. So right now, these 4 are the ones that I think are the easiest and the ones that I can manage better on my own. So I'm looking at the plates here. I don't see anything interesting. Then I'm going through the glasses. I usually mostly in glasses look for George Berard or Libby or Mexican, hand blown or hand blown, mouth blown glass, because tumblers often Mexican glass comes in tumblers. So because I have found a lot of them and I have sold a lot, and then I usually spend a lot of times looking at the mugs, as I've said in previous videos. I did like that camel mug and this unicorn mug, but they were like really light and cheaply made. They didn't feel like a quality kind of mug. Or some people pick up those kind of kitschy mugs, but it usually takes a while, and they just sit in my storage. I did get this Ray. I do pick up Ray Dunn when I come across it. Not tons of it. I'll pick up a cup or 2 here and there, but I do not go and get all the platters and all the bowls and all that stuff, because Ray Dunn has been mass produced, and so I usually just look for unique ones. That one was an Easter one, and then the one I'm going to pick up in a minute is a black one, and I have not had a black one yet, and it says, I think, teachers on it, and so I thought that was worth getting. So I have sold most of my Ray Dunn mugs when I do get them. I try to stay away from the bigger items because they don't sell well, and everybody drinks coffee, so that's usually what I stick with. I had picked up those pottery mugs and then placed them together because they went together. I could tell from what it had said on the bottom. I can't remember what it said now. I want to say it's a New Orleans or something. I don't know. Those 2 mugs right there. The one on the right had something on the handle. Here's the teacher mug, so I took that one. And I just keep looking. I'm looking to see if there's any other Ray Dunn mugs. So I have to, but there were people coming by, so I had to keep standing back up and then go back down, and then and yeah. So I haven't been selling mugs. I don't have the mugs on eBay or any of my platforms. I'm collecting them so that I can do a mug sale on Whatnot, and I do have a lot of mugs. But I think I need more than I actually have, even though it would seem that I have a lot. But yeah, so I'm just looking around. I had stopped here this morning. This is, I think it's Friday when I did this video. I stopped here to, before work, because I can only stop in the mornings on certain days when another girl works, and I know my boss won't give me crap about it. So I only had a little bit of time. Those women on the Dice salt and pepper shakers, I sold them in a Whatnot video this weekend, so they're already gone. I did find these grape acrylic lucite grapes, and I sold them in the auction over the weekend, so that was great. But I'm coming to the end of the video. I got to get to work, so I hope you like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope you like the video. And let me know if you see anything you like. Thanks.
Hearts worth falling